Hi lovelies, welcome back to UG Update. So guys, on this video, let's talk about my Desire series guys. I'll be talking about an upcoming episode, quite an interesting one that'll be coming up in my Desire series. On this episode, Arjun and Kashvi are going to be confronting Aditya. Let's find out what went down. But before that guys, if you are yet to subscribe to UG Update, please click on the subscription button and subscribe. Don't also forget guys to give the video a thumbs up. Alright lovelies, let's dive straight into the video. So guys, the episode starts with Kashvi asking Arjun if he will help her to catch Aditya. Then Arjun says yes, and then he says we will confront Aditya now itself. Kashvi then says we have just one proof and it is not enough, and says if we confront him then he will make some story, and that's why we want more proof to attack him once and defeat him. Arjun then says you are absolutely right. So later during the dinner, Aditya asked Kashvi, so finally everything is fine. Arjun wrote his exam and there is peace in Bajua's house and you are relaxed now. Kashvi then says yes. Suddenly, his Almira keys falls down. Kashvi is about to take it, but he takes it and keeps the keys in his pocket. The doorbell rings and then Aditya opens the door and finds Mahima. Mahima then asks Aditya if Kashvi is in the house. Kashvi comes there and then Mahima runs to her and hugs her. She tells her about Vishal betraying her and asking if I can stay here. Kashvi says yes, you can stay in the guest room. Then Mahima goes to the guest room, while Aditya says I never saw Mahima talking nicely with you. Kashvi then says she asked for help and I will help her. Aditya then says fine. Kashvi waits for Aditya to sleep, but Aditya keeps the keys under his pillow and sleeps. Then Arjun comes to the window and says you are right that the proof can be in his Almira. Kashvi then says she was waiting for Aditya to sleep and will check in his Almira now. She takes the keys and checks in the Almira, but she couldn't find anything and comes to the balcony. Arjun then says how is that possible? He has done many crimes and he must have hidden the proof somewhere. Then Kashvi then says Aditya is very clever and must have hidden the proof somewhere. Then Arjun apologizes to Kashvi for bringing tears to her eyes, for hurting her and does sit-ups. Kashvi then says there is no misunderstanding between us and we are together. She says we will get the proofs if we search for it together. Then she closes the balcony door, while Arjun says I love you and goes. The next day, Mahima tells Kashvi that she will do breakfast and will leave for court. Then Kashvi tells that everything will be fine and asks her not to worry. The servant comes there and asks Kashvi if she shall clean the locked room. Then Kashvi says okay. She then thinks Aditya must have hidden the proofs in Sushma's auntie's room. But then Aditya comes and asks Kashvi to come to the office. Kashvi says she has some work and asks him to go, while Mahima asks Aditya to drop her to the court. Kashvi then asks him to drop Mahima, but then Mahima goes with Aditya. Kashvi comes to Sushma's room and searches in the Almira and locker, but she doesn't get anything. Arjun calls her, but Kashvi tells him that she didn't get anything and tells that where to search the proofs. Just then, a servant comes here and tells that she has found the cover in the outhouse. Kashvi then says I will check and then the servant goes. Kashvi checks the cover and finds the black jacket and helmet. She asks Arjun if the bikers were wearing black jackets and helmet. Then Arjun gives the description. Kashvi then says she has found it in the outhouse. They come to the office and then Arjun asks Kashvi to show the helmet and jacket. Kashvi shows it, then Arjun identifies it and says Aditya has tried to separate us and made you guilty in my sight. He says we shall confront him now itself and let's see what he says. They come to Aditya and then Aditya is talking to someone. But Arjun confronts him and says, your game is over. He says, we came to know how you tried to separate us and how you tried to make Kashvi guilty in my sight. Aditya then asks Kashvi to control this guy. But then Kashvi says, you shall control and your condition is bad with the thoughts that you are exposed. Aditya asks if you people behave with senior like this and says if they can't talk properly, then they can leave. Kashvi then says, I got the proofs against you. Your master plan to separate us have failed. She shows the answer sheet and then Aditya gets shocked and thinks how she got it. Kashvi then says you changed his answer sheet and tried to burn the original sheet, but unfortunately you can't burn it. She then shows the jacket and helmet to Aditya and says the maid has found it in the outhouse. Arjun then says the 4 bikers attacked me on my re-exam day and all the bikers had worn the same jacket and helmet. He says you have beaten me and broke my heart to stop me from writing the exam. He then says very soon we will expose you in front of everyone. But then Aditya claps and says I never thought that you can stoop so low. He tells Kashvi that things are not good between us but don't blame me and says these proofs are not mine. Kashvi then asks him not to lie and says nobody goes there instead of us. She then says I gave answers to you and you changed Arjun's answer sheet with fake answer sheet to create misunderstanding between us. She then asks how can you do this being my friend? Then Aditya says this is nonsense, trust me, and says I thought you know me. Why will I trap you or create misunderstanding between Arjun and you? As I told you that you can go to Arjun if you want. Then why are you blaming me? He then says even I can say that you both are trapping me together. Wow, that's quite a lot that went down on that episode. Actually, Arjun and Kashvi has come to the knowledge that Aditya is the mastermind behind everything that's been going on. But regardless, Aditya is still trying to play the game, trying to deny the fact. So guys, what do you think about this episode and the drama that is about to unfold? Please drop what you think about it on the comment section. And as you do that guys, please don't forget that this is still UG Update. In case if you are yet to subscribe to UG Update, please click on the subscription button and subscribe. Don't also forget guys to give the video a thumbs up. Alright lovelies, that will be a wrap. Thank you guys for watching up to this point. I really love you guys and I'll see you guys on my next video.